Hey, gorgeous. I am going to tell you a couple of things that you can do to start living a softer life today. I've got my tablet here, so you're going to see me looking over because I have not memorized these things, but they are written down. So, number one, live with an open heart. Don't be naive, but be optimistic and romanticize life. So, what that looks like is you know, have an open heart about what could be positive in your life. When things happen in your life, you have the mind and the thoughts to determine how you're going to see it. A prime example is, let's say, a job that you really wanted or a guy that you really liked just falls off the face of earth. They ghost you, you don't hear back from them, and you really were excited about it. Instead of looking at that as a negative, you could look at that as a positive and say, you know what? I wish them all the best, but I know God has something in store for me that is so much better than that. And God had to remove that in order for the other good thing to come my way. It's coming, and thank you, God, for removing anything that is not serving me or you. I'm so excited for my future, and I can't wait to see what's coming next for me. That's how you romanticize things that don't work out in the way that you thought they were going to. Just know something better is coming. And you may not feel that in the moment, but I promise you it's the truth. Whatever is for you will come to you. Number two, surrender toxic independence. Learn to accept support. Hyper independence means you're living in your masculine energy, and we don't do that. Now, there is a time and a place for masculine energy. When I am editing my videos or I'm doing a deep dive into someone's situation and trying to help them, there are times when that boss B will come out. Like my name is Brittany, so B is what I go by. There are times when that masculine energy kind of switches and I'm not as soft or feminine, but that's because I have to be business focused. That is a part of me that I use in that moment. But when we talk about toxic independence, that is something that I believe a lot of women, especially Black women, have learned to be super independent. We've heard it in all the songs, growing up. If you're a millennial or Gen Z, or even Gen X, whatever, you've always heard, "I'm an independent woman. I can do this." You know what? No, I'm not. I need my husband. I need my family. I need a lot of things. I'm actually probably pretty needy with my husband, and I'm not afraid to say that I need him and I want him as well. And I need people to help me. And I think that a lot of times when you push away people that can help you, you're actually pushing away blessings. If you want to become a softer person, someone that attracts things to you naturally and just has a fantastic, soft, lovely, peaceful life, take more. And I don't mean take as in grabbing or being aggressive, but receive more. If someone is offering to take your cart to, let's talk about a grocery. Let's say someone walks up to you and they say, "Oh, I can take that for you." And your automatic response is, "No, I've got it." You're living in your masculine. Let them take that cart. Let people do things that make your life easier. If something's heavy and a man comes over to you and says, "I'll grab that for you," let him. Let him pick that up and help you. When you do those small things, God actually gives you more. You can call it the universe. I know the difference because I've not been a follower of Jesus and I have been a follower of Jesus. So I have had both. I received things when I wasn't, and I receive things now. And that's my proof that energy and vibrations do work. It's just a matter of where is it coming from. So let them do it. If someone is trying to open the door for you, let them open the door for you. If someone is at a restaurant and they want to pay for you, don't stop them. Let them pay for you. Become a receiver. The more you receive, the more that you will continue to receive. It's that snowball effect. You don't have to do everything on your own. Just because you were raised that way doesn't mean you have to continue or raise your future women to do that. Softness is receiving and allowing people to help you. The more help you get, the faster you can get ahead. Number three, express yourself creatively. Dancing, painting, sewing, whatever it is that you love doing, do more of it. I love walking in nature. I love dancing. There's so many free YouTube dance videos, Zumba, Pilates dance, hip hop, bar, ballet. If you've always wanted to learn how to dance, now is the time. There are free videos that will teach you how. And dancing is very feminine. It's moving and it's graceful and also it's fun and you lose weight from the workouts. Do things that give you that creative outreach because being soft and feminine is creative. We are naturally creative. Women are naturally entrepreneurial because we love giving, we love nurturing. That is a natural thing that is inside of us. So find more hobbies that kind of bring out that softness for you. It could be writing. It could be writing poetry or writing books or short stories or coloring. I know for me, I actually bought some adult affirmational coloring books and I love doing that. It's something that I just, the slowness of it, put on some music or do it outside on my front porch and it just feels good. So find ways to embrace your creativity. Number 4, embrace vulnerability. Your dedication to remaining soft and open in a harsh world makes you a high value woman because vulnerability takes courage. And now I'm not telling you to go, I'm actually not telling you at all to go out here telling the world your business and just opening up to random strangers and crying and being emotional and all of that. But in moments where you can be vulnerable, it's okay. Let's say that, your husband or your friend does something that hurts you. You can tell them, I feel hurt by this action that you did. It doesn't feel good and it makes me feel really sad. If you start crying, that's okay. It's okay to cry. But when you open that vulnerability instead of using anger or aggression or defensiveness, it really changes the momentum. And anyone who mistreats you after you show that vulnerable side of you is probably not someone that you want to spend a lot of time with. If you're telling your mom or your brother or your sister that something that they did hurt you, even if it's irrational, they should at least say, I didn't mean to hurt you. I'm sorry that hurt you. It wasn't my intention. If they carry on and continue hurting you, disengage. That is not a healthy relationship. And it may be something that you want to get a therapist involved in to talk about. But people that express vulnerability and are attacked for it, that's not a relationship that you want to continue to nurture. Healthy interaction is someone that nurtures that vulnerable side of you. And the last one is don't chase. Attracting what you want as a natural outpouring of aligned thoughts, beliefs, and choices is goals. I don't recommend chasing anything, whether it's a job, a partner, a friend, nothing. It goes back to becoming a receiver and knowing that whatever God has for you, He will work it out for you. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. There's something better in store for you. If there's a guy that you're interested in and he is not texting you, he's not calling you, he's not making plans with you, you're the one doing all of the work to keep the relationship going, unfortunately, he's just not that into you. He's just not that into you. Men will move mountains for what they want to do. A man will drive 16 hours one way for a football game that he wants to attend with his buddies and drive 16 hours back home to make it to work that next morning if it's something that he wants to do. So I will never believe that a man won't do what he wants to do. You don't have to push his arm, pull him, nothing. You should ask him one time, I need help with this. And if it doesn't get done, find someone else to do it. And I don't encourage you to do it yourself if you don't want to. Find someone else to do it for you. Because at the end of the day, you are the prize. You are high value. A man who's interested in you will move mountains to do what it is that you need him to do. Now, on the flip side, you as a woman should also act like a woman. Now, if you're following my content, you're probably already a feminine woman, or you want to be a feminine woman, or you want to be a soft woman. So I'm talking to those women. If this does not resonate with you, please this is just not the content for you. Respectfully, love you. There's probably some content that will nurture the masculine side that you might be looking for. But for my soft girls, I want you to know, just because you are a high value woman doesn't mean that you can treat a man any kind of way. A good man deserves respect. Respect. If he's busy, it's because he's a man that is on a mission. You need to respect that. If he is not calling you 24/7, blowing up your phone, but he is consistent in his communication with you, he's planning dates for you, you need to learn how to be grateful. Men can only do so much. And if they're interested in you and they're making the effort, you should show appreciation for that. No one is perfect, but I feel that a lot of women have really high expectations and unspoken things that they want men to do. And there are a lot of high value, very generous men that are pushed away for small things that are just ridiculous. If you're in a relationship and you want advice on if you're dating a high value man, if you are doing too much, send me a message on Instagram. I'm happy to walk you through it, hop on a call, chat, and help you work it out. I want you to attract the best relationship, the most fantastic relationship of your dreams. But in order to do that, you first have to become the woman of your own dreams before you can attract the man of your dreams. And you have to know that men are the prize too. You're not the only one that's the prize. Men are also prizes. Yes, you are high value. And yes, if you perform in a way that is deserving of a high value man, then you deserve one. But everyone is not a high value woman, and everyone does not deserve a high value man. It's your job to become that. And if you're not that, there's so many videos and contents and people that can help you become that. But you have to be realistic with where you are now. Don't chase is my point. Focus on yourself. Focus on what you can bring to the relationship. Romance, nurturing, comfort, motivation, encouragement, but also a life of your own.